Okay, now I'd like to just go over my observation. I know this is totally crazy and highlighted, but in general, you had altogether 72% positive engagement. So that means that kids were volunteering their responses, listening, on task, or carrying out roles. 72% of the time they were on it. If you can see here, you do have
laugh because I know who that is.
you have like who these kids are, but you have a little group here, and I think that this particular student that you just pointed out, she helped get a couple of these kids off task. But interestingly enough, the one that you have concerns about with the traumatic brain injury, 100% of his interactions were positive. So he had a on day that day for sure.
He did actually.
So I found that your class had about a 30-minute attention span. That's just good knowledge for you to have, that they have about a 30-minute attention span before they started to kind of go up. Possibly moving that group, but you've already addressed that in your thing. It's probably a shuffle game. Wherever you probably put this child is going to affect the other ones.
And this one has to stay up front.
And that's a good spot for him.
Right.
So that was kind of my feedback on that. For this one was the monitoring checks for understanding. You did 17 pauses for checks and understanding during your instruction time. You had 11 directed checks for understanding to particular students that you would say, Sam, blah, 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 directed ones. When during the you monitored during the independent work, which was really limited because it was a more direct instruction time. You actually targeted 2 students. It might be interesting if you targeted, especially that group up here, that if you maybe did some more monitoring, if that would increase their positive reaction, might be something to think about.
Okay, yeah, that's good feedback.
Another thing, how about, I thought an exit ticket, because they were really, it's right before lunch, and I thought, if those kids had something they had to turn in to get their lunch, you could probably end it 15 minutes earlier and have like an exit assignment to go over it that they could turn in, and that might re-engage them, and then once they're done with it, that's it. I don't know, something to think about.
No, I appreciate that. I always appreciate good feedback.
There you go.